The import and export icons are some of the most important icons in the browser. Practicad gives you the ability to literally import and export virtually everything in the system. Now, there are many tutorials in different sections across the instructional videos showing you how to use the import and export icons. You will see them not just in this browser, but in many browsers across the software. However, in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to import and export. We're going to use tags as an example, and we're going to show you how to use these icons in the browser. Notice currently that we're underneath documentation tags. And what we've got here is the different tag types: general, size, elevation, property, and custom. And underneath general, we've got one tag. And underneath custom, we've got one tag and a catalog. Now, notice that when we highlight the category general, that on the left-hand side, the import button is available, but the export button is not. Now notice that when I click on the individual tag itself, that on the left-hand side, the import button's no longer available, but the export button is. So Practicad's only going to highlight or make the icon available that's going to be applicable at any time. So here you can see that we can export, but we cannot import. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to export this tag. We're just going to hit the export button. Practicad's going to ask us to save it to a folder, and we're saving it right now to this PCAD tags folder on the left. Notice that it's picking up the name, Tag General Sample. It's taking the name right out of here, and it's saving it to the Practicad CXG file. We're going to hit save. Now we're going to go under the custom category, and we're going to click on Tag Custom Sample, and we're going to export this as well. And what we're going to do is say export to selected item. We click on this icon, and we're going to hit save. Now, we are now going to delete both the Tag General Sample and the Tag Custom Sample. We're just going to delete it directly out of Practicad. That tag no longer exists inside Practicad. It only exists in the folder PCAD tags. And we're going to take the Tag Custom Sample, and we're going to delete this particular tag and say yes. So now those tags are no longer on our system. Now we can do two things. One, we can go into each category. For example, we can click on General, and then we can click on Import an Item. And if we do that, we are going to be able to not highlight just one, but we're going to be able to highlight all of the tags inside a window. And now what we're going to do is press open. But before we do that, I want to point out that we have got the general tag type selected. In terms of Practicad, they're both saved under a CXG. But one of these is a general tag, the other one is a custom tag. And watch what happens when we press open. It says that the folder type for the Tag Custom Sample is inconsistent. In other words, I'm trying to import a custom tag into a general tag, and I can't do that. So what happens when I press OK, it was smart enough to bring in the tag general, but it does not bring in the custom. So in order to bring in multiple tags or multiple automatics under different types, we actually want to go up the organization tree one rung and import there. For example, we're going to take Tag General Sample, and we're actually going to delete it. Now it doesn't exist on Practicad. Instead of using the import here, as you can see, we're actually going to click on the word tag. Now, here we have the different categories under tag. And notice that by clicking on tag on the left-hand side, the import button is available. In this particular case, we can click import, and then we can go into PCAD tags, and we can highlight all the tags inside a specific folder. And when we press open, Practicad will filter these tags where they belong. See, under general, we have Tag General Sample. And under custom, we have Tag Custom Sample. So this makes it much easier to import tags. We can only currently export tags one at a time. However, we can import as many tags as you want at once. Now, if you'd like Practicad to be able to sort those tags, you have to make sure that when you go to import, you're at the top of this organization tree here, above the individual categories. For example, if you were down in automatics, and there's tutorials teaching you how to build automatics, you'll see that there's a lot of different automatic types. If I click on tagging automatic and I import, I can only import those that are part of a tagging automatic scenario. However, if I click on the word automatics and I use the import here, I can highlight automatics of all different types. Practicab will import them all at once and filter them to the proper location.